Big up to Mendem. Welcome to Pitch Picks. Today's episode should be special, but before I let the boys take the gloves off and duke it out, please share this pod with some friends. We've been stuck in this 1K view. We're trying to get to 2K views per episode. Only way we can do that is if you guys share the pod with your friends. So please share it, like, comment, and subscribe. Manchester United goes into the Emirates with 10 men and beat the Arsenal. And I would be a shit host if I didn't just give the floor to Maresh.
No, I was snide last episode. Remember, you guys said it. I was being.
You were being a bit snide.
I would be a bit snide. It feels great. Nobody gave us a chance. There's a certain somebody in this room that started off the morning by fucking subtweeting me. Twitter Fingers over there. Let's all take a look at Twitter Fingers, how he's doing today. Still can't take the mask off and face the music. Has to come in here like a coward again because he's not willing to show his face when his team doesn't meet the expectations put in front of them. Favorited at home in your tournament, the tournament that you have all your pedigree in. You couldn't beat 10 men. And you know what? The best part about it, you had the extra man on your side in the official and an extra player. Give you this. Kai Havertz was playing for us. He wasn't playing for you. But you know what? You couldn't do it. We heard all season how it's impossible to get results with 10 men because you've been punished time after time. And who got punished this time? The ref was in your pocket. He was doing everything to make sure you guys walked out of there, go into the fourth round. But yet you found a way to bottle it then. You found another and a new way to bottle it. So come on, Zah. Tell me what you think.
Nah, I mean it's tough. It's tough. Things aren't going our way. If you're being honest, that game we should have won that game. We controlled that game. We had the most chances in that game, but it's just sad that in the final third, all our players are just pathetic. It takes a defender to actually put one in the back of the net in the final third. In fact, that was out of all the chances we had, the one that went in the back of the net and scored was probably the hardest chance that we had. Havertz missed 2 or 3 sitters on the line. Declan Rice missed 2 or 3 sitters. Trossard missed, Lord knows how many he missed. 1 or 2, 1 definitely. Odegaard, the penalty. It's and I don't know.
Never a penalty.
It was a penalty. It was a penalty.
No, take the fucking stupid Arsenal hat off your fucking head and sit here and be fair and objective. That was never a penalty.
Was in the box.
And you know what? Harry Maguire calling him a cheating shithouse is everything he deserved. He's a cheating shit. He had his hand on Ugarte's throat. If Casemiro even thought that thought, he'd be fucking exiled back to the favela.
It was a foul. Odegaard took the penalty, missed.
Ball don't lie.
I don't know what the fuck that was going
Ball
on with
don't
that.
lie. Justice.
Did you see United tweeted that?
United admin was taking the piss. Justice. They also tweeted, nothing wrong with the ball today. Ball seemed to be floating through the air fine. The admin was poetic with everything he did.
No, it's sad. It really is sad.
Havertz was so bad that the Domino's in the UK sent out a tweet apologizing if their orders were late because they just started them.
Oh, there's another one too. Specsavers.
The hell is that?
English glasses company. United Stand tweeted out a fake quote from Arteta saying that the ref was on United's side, and Specsavers said, "When is he available to come in?"
I'm gonna be real. I don't fuck with that.
What, companies trolling?
Like you can troll like a team, but like a specific player coming from Domino's UK, like that's dude. I'd be like, are you kidding?
And then all these,
like I would if I
had
if
the
I'm
worst
Havertz,
game of your life. You open up Twitter and you're like, damn, I'm getting cooked by Domino's.
If I'm Havertz, I'm like, I'm going on a crusade. I will not I will
not buy
day
Domino's
to
again.
the day I die, I'm going to try to take down Domino's. Like, I'm putting rats in a delivery. I'm taking a picture. I'm suing them. Like, that to me is such an uncalled for thing. It's like some bozo, some dildo at Domino's UK is like, oh, I'm going to get my likes right here. I'm going to fucking dunk on Kai Havertz, who's just a guy trying his best but isn't doing very well.
Trying his best on $280K a week.
And then now look.
Yeah, but still, dude, you don't think,
I don't care.
You, don't think,
You
you think
get the
Kai
criticism.
Havertz? You think Kai Havertz feels good? Like, no one wants to score more than Kai Havertz.
Apparently not, because if he wanted to, I think that he would.
But dude, I'm just saying,
Stop being a piece of shit. He's not the greatest character of all time. Did this when he scored against Chelsea. He's a shithouse. And if you're gonna be a shithouse like Neil Maupay as well, that's what happens when you're a shithouse. You got to take it. Same thing with all Arsenal fans. They're the loudest about United. They're the loudest about every other team when they fall, but they can't be the butt of the joke for 24 hours, and that's what's happening. That's why they're all overreacting. They hate where they are. They can't be the butt of the fucking joke.
Do you think Domino's UK makes more than 280K profit a week?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't know,
I think
man.
Havertz
They're-
is probably
they're-
making more
I don't know, man.
than Domino's UK.
Domino's?
You think Domino's in the UK is racking up?
$280,000 a week? Are you kidding me? That's like the huge company. They're
Profit.
Clearing, they're
They
clearing.
probably make that. They probably make that from one location.
Yeah, they're
I don't
clearing
know.
that.
I don't
bro.
know.
Think?
I don't know.
in a day. Yeah,
They're
I mean, how many do you
clearing-
think they have in the UK? Not many.
it's a big chain.
It's a dude. It's
a big global
Domino's.
chain.
What are
It's
we
everywhere.
talking about?
All right, maybe you're right.
It's
but-
around the UK.
Here's my problem with Arsenal, Zah. They have one goal from their last 8.23 expected goals. We could put Stephen Hawkins out there and have more goals than we've had the last two matches. I could put you as the number 9, and we'd have more goals.
Well,
out
he's
there.
dead.
Did he die?
Yeah, Hawking's dead.
He could be fucking dead on the pitch and score more goals than what we've done.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the final third problem.
This is the
I don't know
classic
what's going
agenda.
on.
You give us our flowers. We played our game plan well. We held you off with 10 men for over an hour.
Maresh, you played well. I'll give you that. If they had a competent striker, we win that game.
Okay, so then
Build a better team.
So then the problem, again, as I've said time and time again on the show, it is on your manager. He went out this summer, bought another fucking version of Declan Rice that's worse.
Yes.
Cal Marino.
Yep.
He bought Calafiori, who you didn't need.
Well, they did because Ben
Why?
White's hurt.
Why? So, did Calafiori play this week? Play in this game yesterday?
He's good.
They
He
didn't.
is not good.
He
He's
wasn't-
hot. The
if
best
they
thing
spent-
about Calafiori is that he's good looking.
If they spent the $108 million they spent in the summer on a striker, they would not be in this position that they're in. You brought in Sterling. You brought in Neto. You didn't need all of those moves. All of those moves could have been used for one striker because a striker, a clinical number 9, not a project number 9, someone who's proven it, would have cost you around that much. You bring him in. You're not in this situation. You're dunking on us yesterday. You're dunking on Newcastle in midweek. You're dunking on everybody because that's what you're missing.
In hindsight, to say Marino, we needed a midfielder. A defender should not have been prioritized ahead of attacking options. That is definitely a thing. But that's also that's a different story. That's maybe partially Arteta. That's got to do with the ownership and all. But yeah, no, the summer windows is what's turning around to bite us. We have owners that aren't serious, that are hanging out, busy trying to figure out where the Rams play tonight, kind of thing, instead of caring about fucking Arsenal.
I mean, to be
So
fair, the
that's-
city of LA is completely burnt down.
It's fairs. I didn't mean it in that sense. It's just more so they're focused on the American football teams. When we need money, we need players. But we're not even hearing anything. And I'd be very surprised to see if we actually get a body in. Jesus looks like he's dead for the entire season. ACL is what I'm seeing on the hearing. That's bad. That's 9 months minimum right there. So
done for
we'll
the
see.
year.
We'll see.
But it doesn't solve the issue that you guys have regressed year over year.
We look way worse this year than we did last year. And from
How-
what I heard before is that we were even better before last
And
year.
this is now reactionary because everything apart from whatever you're saying it points otherwise.
Okay,
We have the same number of points as we had.
Zah, do you not have eyes?
last year? I do.
Do you watch the
I do.
games? You're
I
telling
do.
me you watched this team this year and you're like, this squad is better than last year?
That's not what I said, but I do. You're saying we have.
You think
we
this
have
team
regressed.
this year is better
If
than
you're-
last year?
if you're
Yes or no?
asking
Yes or no? Is this team this year better than
I will
last
not
year?
be mousetrapped by you with your.
What do you mean mousetrap? That's a straightforward question.
You're trying to mousetrap.
How?
everything.
How is that?
What I-
how-
It's only a mousetrap because you
What
won't
I am
answer it.
saying, what I am saying is for these guys to definitively come out with their chests out and say that Arsenal is worse than they are. When you look at the facts, when they do the little side-by-side thing, we're pretty much on the same point tally.
But
as
you are-
Yeah, but if you're the same as you were last year, you're not getting better. And if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. That's the problem.
We're halfway through the season. Nick
Over
Smokes. There's
halfway.
Well,
18 games to go.
what gimmick in the second
There's
half of the
18
season is
games
it
to
going to
go.
be? If it's not corners, what is it? What's it?
All
gonna
right,
be?
Mr. Here out thou, I see the future kind of deal.
I'm asking questions.
Our gimmick is
no.
our gimmick is our so-called gimmick
Yeah.
has us 6 points off the top.
I don't want to
It
hear
has
the
us
6 points off the top, so.
It has us higher than you in the league.
Okay.
So
great.
how is that?
Well,
how is our gimmick not working?
I'll use your
how's our
words. I'll
gimmick
use
not
your
working?
words again with you. We're only halfway through the season.
Yeah, no, okay, that's why I'm fine. I'm still in.
Okay.
I'm not out. You're screaming this out. This is over. It's not over.
Okay,
I'm
so.
not saying I was talking about the FA Cup performance. That's all.
No,
I
it
was
was
talking
terrible. It was a terrible performance. Yeah, but
You tweeted last night, and I quote, "I'm a joke." And that was in regards to Arsenal. And now today you're telling me that this team is fine. You're not worried about the
I mean, it was an embarrassing showing because I knew I was getting taken the piss out of. Why am I a joke? I'm being taken the piss out of. There's people that don't even know me personally that are taking liberties on Twitter.
Zah, because
tagging me
this
and all
is
that.
who
That's
you
what I'm saying.
are.
That's
This
what I'm
is
saying.
who
I'm
you
a
are.
joke.
You open your mouth. If I
what I'm
fucking
saying.
go through your Twitter, it is more about Manchester United.
Yeah,
it is
that's
more
fine.
about
That's
Liverpool.
fine. And that's
but,
why I was
but
saying I was
here's
a
the
joke.
thing. But when it comes back to bite you,
I'm a joke.
you can't even show up without a fucking clown mask
Yeah,
on.
of course. You think I'm going to sit there and be like, oh, take your liberties.
It's
Take your liberties.
It's pathetic.
Not.
It's
Absolutely
pathetic.
not.
Of course, people are gonna pile it on
Call
you.
whatever you want. I'm not going to sit here for you to fucking just take liberties as you wish to drag me around. Rudy.
Smart.
It's I give it. I'm in
smart.
a position where
Yeah.
I can give it, and I know they're listening when I give it,
But
and
you
I can
don't-
just ignore them when I have to take
But
it.
you're not. You're not.
I will say
literally
you
only
did.
have to deal with you guys for like an hour or two.
Guerrilla warfare, dude.
Yeah, you
Who
did,
won that war?
You did try to get our guy Maresh tied up in a lawsuit.
no,
Yeah, why'd you try to get our producer
Fucking
locked
Twitter,
up?
fucking Twitter fingers over
Because
there.
this is
He
what
never
I
For the
he
record,
never
for the
said
people-
Maresh.
For the people that don't know, Zah goes,
I didn't.
an article came out alluding to a specific North London player that's under investigation, and Zah comes out and says, not to name names, but there's an Indian producer on Pitch Picks who's throwing around these allegations.
And
You might as well have
deserves to
spelt
be
his name
named
out.
in the
So-
lawsuit.
He needs.
So
he
there was an
needs to
article-
be included in this lawsuit.
You want to read the one before what I quote tweeted. So there's somebody being falsely accused by the media and the media heads like Maresh and the other guys from like what newspaper, the Telegraph and all that, with their microphones. They're dancing around, dropping hints about this person that's not been named. Oh, North London, Barnett, this guy. Oh, he's not allowed to go to Spain. He was this when they played in Spain, dancing around the whole thing, not saying. That's why I said that
Ultimately, it's going
if
to be a really bad look for you if things do go
if
south
this
for
person's
guy.
if this person's lawyer who's being accused, this person's my
Yeah.
player. If this person's lawyer is now fighting back, since he's my player,
Well,
listen, I'll help
Whoa,
when I
whoa,
can.
you don't know it's your player.
I'll help,
Oh, we-
I'll
we-
help
you don't
when
know.
I can. Well, the player that's fighting back with the lawsuits.
No, but those,
Is
Okay,
my player.
but you could have said
your
this, but-
player, Thomas Partey, his.
Oh, he
no,
said his
no,
name.
no, no, no,
That's
no,
what
no,
he-
no, no,
that's
no,
what
no,
he-
no, no, no.
I know his agent. I've got two names for you.
He said legal representation of Thomas Partey filed suit. So that's inbounds.
That's in bounds.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
against
You
yeah, no,
willingly
against-
told on your own friend. They didn't even come to you asking questions. You're just like,
At that
it's
moment,
him.
at that
It's
moment,
him.
At that moment,
Brother.
I know.
It's
Gloves are off.
Arsenal.
He
It's
ain't my boy.
Arsenal over.
I don't give a fuck what happens to little man.
I will. I have his address. I have anything they need. I will send them right to his apartment.
Yeah, no. What I learned was how entitled of a scumbag this piece of shit is. I don't care. If I'm in the LA fire, he's in the apartment next door, I'm leaving.
Address. I have the address.
I don't give a shit about that fucking turd anymore.
Listen, we're lacking luck
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
and I fucking bodied you on that.
Our luck's gonna change.
Yeah,
It's the little Twitter heads get excited.
What'd you reply to him?
What did I say?
He said not to name names, but there's a dwarf from Zimbabwe on Pitch Picks who threatens legal action like an entitled little baby every time something negative is said about Arsenal.
And then the little Twitter heads got excited. Hey, kick them, Ratio. Ratio.
Oh no, yeah. It wasn't just the replies. It was my DMs being like, "Thank you, thank you." Put him in the ground. Spit on him. Do whatever. They were telling me to do bad things to you. And you know what? Until we walked in here, I wasn't gonna do it. But now I don't give a fuck about you.
Nah, you.
Because at the end of the day, the only thing Arsenal's going to be lifting at the end of the season is their two hands whenever they take their little song and dance they do. They ain't going to be lifting any hardware.
Nah, good job. We're still somewhat in the mix. We're in the fight.
Rudy, you're a gamer.
Yeah.
You see Raya on 100 ping during those PKs?
Yeah, he's pre-firing.
He was really good.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire. It was like it's like he was on bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there's somebody in here.
He was jumping before they even made contact with the ball. Before they even ran up to the ball, he was jumping.
I've heard best goalkeeper in the league from guys in this room. Best player in the league.
You see, and this is what annoys me. This is what annoys me is that because Miresh won this one game against us. He's now just taking liberties and thinking that anything and everything that he's just said and previously said is correct because they beat us yesterday.
What do you mean? I'm saying words you
this
said.
whole Raya, this whole
You said it.
right.
You said it. You said he was the best player in the Prem at points of this season. That guy couldn't read a fucking penalty if he wanted to.
Still a better goalkeeper than the majority of those fuckers in the Premier League. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You did say he was the best player in the Prem
at one
in
point,
like week 2.
No, he was.
Yeah, he was good.
But best goalkeeper, yeah, he was.
No, you said best player.
He was the best goalkeeper last year. Golden Glove. Go check the award. He has it.
Yeah, you know what? Who's won Golden Gloves? David De Gea.
That is the award for goalkeepers. What does he want him? What does he want him? What does he want him to win, Rudy? What does he want him to win?
Okay,
the goal,
wait,
fucking why am I Wolf Blitzer? Like I'm like the fact checker.
Rudy, you see that? He moves the goalpost just to take the piss. He's moving goalposts trying to take the piss. What does he want him to win? Fucking golden boots.
Okay, wait. I'll stand up too, so I look more fucking official, being a fucking piece of shit. Oh look. Who am I? I'm Zah. I fucking make fun of fucking Emi Martinez for winning best keeper in the world. Say that he doesn't deserve it. Oh, but he won the Gold Glove of the world, so he.
Where was I making fun of Emi? I never made fun of him.
On this show. I
acknowledge that he was the best goalkeeper.
No, on this show.
I acknowledge you was the best goalkeeper at the World Cup. That's it.
Realize that you are
Raya is
not objective.
He
did.
He said I'm a joke.
Yeah, no.
Call it as it is.
I said I'm a joke.
Yeah, no, you know what that was? That was the flare of, oh, everybody feel bad for me because I'm getting hurt on
But that's
Twitter
not fair.
right now.
That's not fair. That's not fair because you said that he doesn't. He laid down and took it, but then he's saying you're asking for sympathy. So what's he supposed to do?
There was a firing out. Please stop. Be nice to me.
But he never said that. He said I'm a joke.
Yeah.
So what do you want him to say?
I know what he's doing.
Well, here's a little inside story. Zah sends that tweet out. Maresh sends it to me on the side. He's like, is he okay? Like, is this a serious tweet? I'm like, let me go text him. I sent it to him. I'm like, you all right, buddy? Like, everything's good? Is this just Arsenal? He's like, Nicky smokes. I fucking hate Kai Havertz. I was like, all right, as long as it's about Arsenal and not like about your life or like bocce, I was like, all right, we're cool here. Yeah. So I text Maresh. I'm like, nah, it's about Arsenal. We're good. But that Kai Havertz penalty.
Last time you'll get sympathy out of me, I don't care. Next time he tweets that shit.
The Kai Havertz penalty was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life, to the point where I'm taking his jersey down today. And I'm replacing it with someone who deserves to be up there. He's shit.
The bits man. What is he?
It's fine.
What do you mean the bits, man? You claim that you don't do bits. You did the whole Pires bit. You did the whole Pires bit.
What
when he said that Saka wasn't better than Cole Palmer or whatever, and you came in and you brought in his jersey to this show. Memory of a goldfish. I know you're dressed as one, but you don't have to act like one.
All right, you got me. Nah, but he was taking the piss. Pires was taking the piss. He was taking the piss. But yeah, nah.
That's all right.
I broke
Bought you.
Brian Urlacher.
Oh, bro, snapped his head
Oh,
off.
yeah, he's dead.
Uh-oh.
It's all right.
It's all right. You're good.
Arsenal can't do anything, right?
No, we can't. We bottle everything. All right, I think that's enough about Arsenal. Credit to Manchester United, though. You guys did play great. You guys
Harry
do
Maguire
deserve
is
the
making
flowers.
you men look like the Mykonos fucking police squad out there.
While we can, if I would like to talk about the game a little bit. First of all, I'm confused because by the letter of the law, as I understand it, that Martinelli goal wasn't offsides.
It was offsides.
But Harry Maguire intentionally played that ball, which means that Martinelli. Now it's tricky there. I couldn't find the exact ruling. So like, if it bounces off a defender when they if it deflects off them unintentionally, then it's still offsides. But if they try to play the ball, then it's a free ball. But since Martinelli was already offsides, that's where.
Yeah, he was already offside.
But that's where I don't understand because like.
When I saw it, I said he was offsides by 15
He
yards.
was, but when Maguire intentionally plays the ball, then it voids
new
it.
sequence.
It's a new
Once
sequence
Maguire
of play.
touches it, it's a new sequence. But
Listen,
oh no, the refs were
I'm
on. The
just
refs were
curious.
Arsenal had the refs on
Stop.
their side.
Zah, your player had his hand around the throat of Ugarte.
That was the best thing Kai Havertz did all day on the
Yeah. Also, I will say this: that Bruno goal, when you really look at it, is one of the most impressive strikes I've seen.
Oh my God,
this
it was
year.
beautiful.
Incredible! Like on the half volley off his shin, bends it in on one touch.
And the
that's incredible.
celebration walking over to the FA Cup banner and just smashing it in half with his foot,
Yeah.
legendary.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Xerxes.
Oh my God, he sent Saliba to France. Did you see
That was crazy. He yard sailed Arsenal. That was crazy.
He made the Rolls Royce look like a Honda Civic.
Yeah,
That's when I knew we were losing the game, when he cooked him like that. And he made Jorginho run into him, and then Martinelli was snapping his neck.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a pile up on the highway, black ice. It was crazy, and then
And Jorginho had to go off after that.
really,
I think so.
I didn't see that, but and then for him to win the penalty, that was cool to see.
I mean, dude,
he got his
could've
dick and balls ripped
Could have
off.
put out a fucking blind person they were scoring on Raya.
You know what aggravated me was Odegaard celebrating in the PKs as if he didn't fucking make one,
Yeah.
like
That's
as
what
if he didn't miss
that's what I
one to win
said.
the game.
That's what I said. Yeah, it's shameless.
Yeah, the vibe is off. But overall, like my feeling on Arsenal is that like
Shameless.
it's
Oh,
pretty.
no! I thought we were talking.
Shameless.
Did we-
Odegaard shameless.
Yeah, wait.
that what you're saying?
Shameless is you talking about a
Shameless.
tournament that you've been knocked out of. That's shameless.
Shameless.
Yeah, you're not in the tournament. Who
You're
do
not-
you guys have in the next round?
Leicester. I
Oh,
wonder. I
nice.
was looking for who Arsenal drew, but oh fuck, I couldn't find it.
City's still in, Forest is still in.
Their
United's still in.
tournament,
We're not
by
in.
the way. Their
You just won
tournament.
8-0.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got that. I was thinking of the other one. My bad. But the other thing,
Wait for a miracle.
my thoughts on Arsenal is that like you're just missing one aspect. Like you have such control over games in general, but it's just that last little piece is missing.
It's not a little piece, though, Rudy. It's 3 positions because Saka's out. Jesus is now done for the year. Martinelli's been horrible. We're basically playing with 8 guys every week because the front 3 are irrelevant.
If you have a striker, like that game is so easy. Like it's
Yeah.
one person. Even with Saka out. Like it hurts that Vieira is gone. And it's like hindsight's 2020. Like I wish Cole Palmer was still on City. You know what I mean? And like Emil Smith Rowe. But like those are just things that like when you look back, like mistakes were made, but in the time they probably made sense. But you guys have like strangleholds on games. It's just putting the ball
Yeah.
in the net.
I've been
Preston-
saying it the last 2
Preston
weeks.
was their stranglehold.
What?
Preston.
Oh, yeah, when we lit him up.
Yeah, I know. He's being mean. That's what he's gonna do. Like that's fair.
Him. We had a stranglehold on him. We had a stranglehold on Newcastle. It's just we just can't score.
Yeah, you just can't.
Well,
score.
that's not a stranglehold then. Stranglehold is like
No, it's
talking
it's
about-
a
it is a
stranglehold.
stranglehold.
It's a stranglehold. They're just not.
A
making
stranglehold's
them
a
tap.
game.
You can't make them.
yeah, but
tap.
then you lose by decision.
and then they put you in a
Right.
fucking triangle when you're not expecting
Right.
it. They just can't make them tap, but they have control over it. It's a very good team, but like the injuries are rough. Like like Ben White offensively, I think is better than Timber, and not having him hurts. So it's just
Don't
sort
have
of.
half the team.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot of
You
injuries.
guys are beat up for
It's
sure.
a lot of injuries, and so like if you just have a striker, and buying a striker is really fucking hard. Like I don't think that Arsenal didn't try to buy a striker. I just don't think that the cards fell. Like City,
I think they didn't try to buy one, to
What
be
do you
honest.
mean?
No, they
Omar
absolutely-
Marmoush is available in this window, 75 million, about to go to the Etihad.
Yeah.
He is available.
Pretty cool. But also
They have Kolo Muani is available. Shesko for the right price is available. Yes, I understand the deal is easier in the summer, but these players are available.
Yeah, I just don't know the behind the scenes. I'm saying that like in the summer, I think that they probably did try to buy a striker. How hard they tried, I don't know. But it's hard to buy a striker. I mean, City went without one for 2 years, and they wanted one, and you just got to wait for the right one to fall to you. So it's hard, but yeah, I mean, the vibe's off. And the people that are calling for Arteta to be sacked, I think are crazy.
Sack him.
I think that's a crazy
Sack
thing
him.
to say. He's the 7th best manager in points per game
Second highest paid in the world too.
in the Premier League. Like, I get it. Like, I'll say this: like, if you sack him, it's a big move. It's kind of like a Chelsea move, where like you behead someone that's really good, but you're hoping that you can trade up, and it's a huge risk, and maybe it works.
There ain't
But
nobody on the
but in general, like, I just think sacking him is.
I
ludicrous.
don't think you
it's
sack him
passionate.
this year.
Okay, well then that's a different conversation. But
Like
like,
I wouldn't sack him today. I mean,
Okay.
I'll say sack him today because I want him sacked. But I think the smart thing is let the season play out and then sack him.
that's fair. But I don't know. I mean, it depends on the season plays out.
That's
I,
what I'm saying. So we're still in the mix, right?
Yeah,
the guys
so
that have made
We're
their mind
not in the mix.
up. Guys that have made their mind
Get this
up.
through your head. This
If-
team is not in the mix. We're in the mix for Europa League.
If the season,
Not even Champions League anymore.
if the season, all right, let me go to the actual thing. I don't.
I
do
need
hysteria.
you to wake the fuck up.
I don't do hysteria. I don't do.
All right,
I
you don't
any
do
of this.
fucking anything except wearing an orange mask when
I-
we get crop dusted every fucking week.
Wait. Did you not listen to the own video that you put out?
We're 6 points. We're 6 points behind. So if things change, we still sack
February
him.
12th, by the way, is when Liverpool play
We
Everton.
still sack him.
February 12th is when they would potentially.
The Everton game?
Yep, that's.
We still
potentially
sack
when
him?
They would get their next 3 points.
That's what I'm saying. People just love. I get it.
You're
It's
just
the
sneaking
internet.
them in, dude.
It's the internet games. You know, it's the internet games.
That's what makes
want to
it
be
fun.
first.
That's
Want to
what-
do the clicks
that's what
and
makes
all
it
that. But
fun.
let's
That's
pump
what-
the brakes. That was actually very rational. That was very rational take. Very rational take, Rudy. Very rational take.
Thank you, Zahs.
These idiots that play FIFA Manager think that buying a striker is just pressing a button.
You are the idiot that plays football manager.
That's a very rational take.
You do
Very
that.
rational.
That is literally what you do. When I first met you, you said, "I'm not a FIFA guy. I'm a football manager."
Yeah.
guy."
It's a fun game.
You know, I talk about
So
FIFA.
you
FIFA
are the idiot.
the FIFA Manager guys think it's just one button you press.
I'm
and
with
you can just
moron.
buy a striker.
All right.
It's
But, like,
not
when-
that easy.
But he's saying like Omar Marmoush, and that's a guy that Forrest was linked to in the summer, couldn't get the deal over the line, and then he's ripping up Bundesliga. Why not just splash the pot and go get a guy like that?
Because City's
We're puppy guarding it now. Like
City's clearly
last summer, he
but I'm
was.
saying-
But you're the mighty Arsenal.
But
he's
before City-
Alvarez,
well,
he's
before City
Alvarez's
went in,
replacement.
You could have.
How
gone
long?
in.
How long does it take to get a transfer over the line? It's not an overnight thing.
City did it in
Bros.
2 weeks.
My brother,
You had 2 weeks. You've
no,
known you've needed
no
a striker.
transfer happens in 2 weeks, Maresh.
But you haven't had a
Transfers take
striker
months.
in
Take
like
months.
this is not a new problem.
since Obama.
Correct.
Yeah, no, trust me. I am there with you. I am the first one to say that we need a striker. I'm all over the internet saying that we need a striker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened behind the scenes with that. Maybe they tried, and he was like, "No, I want City." Like, you just never know, and it's trickier because
Nah,
like
you-
Marmoush was a Forest target because what had happened.
He hadn't
this
blown
year-
up yet.
What had happened this year is crazy, and like
Yeah.
there's an inherent risk right now with taking Marmoush because it might be like a Darwin Nunez situation, who's still a great player, but like what he was doing
Correct.
in Portugal versus what he's doing in the Premier League hasn't really added up. And so like you may bring him in and he's not doing what he's doing in Germany. So like
The strikers market, actually, I don't know why he's acting all high and mighty. He also has we get made fun of for our 65 million problem.
So
He
they
has
just beat us with 10
he has
men.
a
Like
70
there's nothing.
He has a
there's
70
nothing
mil.
we
I'm
could
not
say.
talking about the game. He has a $70 million problem too on his hands. What's he doing?
Whoa,
Strikers
whoa.
ain't easy.
What do you mean?
Hoyland
Played fine. We got the win.
See, this is
this
what
season.
happens
What has he done? What has he done this season?
Been all right.
Nothing.
Good at hold up
Nothing.
play.
You see, that's what I'm saying. They act all high and mighty and all this. I average 65 and all that. They paid 70 mil for a guy to hold up play.
20 years old, 21 years
So,
old.
you see, that's a backtrack.
But you
So
bought
20
you
20
guys
old.
bought Havertz
21
for that amount of money.
21-year-old.
And then over the last few years it's been, oh, Super Mick Arteta, he's revitalized him. He's brought the best back out of Kai. What has Kai fucking done other than
He scored more than Hoyland. He scored more than
Should
Hoyland.
be. He's in the prime of
Scored
his
more than
career.
Hoyland.
Not be-
Hoyland.
If we're comparing our strikers to Hoyland, we
Hoyland's
have a
more
problem.
expensive. Hoyland cost $75 million. Nicky Smokes. He costs more than Kai Havertz.
That's inflation, though. They're about the same.
Oh, okay. You see, now we do the
It's
somersaults.
like when the market resets.
Now we do the whole somersaults. We jump around. Oh, because it's an Arsenal guy. Let's all make
The
fun.
best
but it's
part
not
about all
betting,
this is there's
No,
so
we
many
play the same
angles.
games.
You got so many angles. It's like, oh, inflation.
You just don't like when it gets done to you.
I don't even know how it
Spoiled a
makes
little
worse.
brat.
No.
But why would he like it when it gets done to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I
one
just,
likes-
so I liked it.
he
I
wants-
liked it the
he
first
wants me-
21
he
weeks
wants
of
me-
this show
No.
where Chief's just laughing. He's fucking flaunting
I don't
his
think you should've
relegation
liked it
ticket
either.
all over the internet.
was-
I love that every week where he comes in, where he's flapping his wings like a seagull in my face when Joao Pedro beats United. I like that, Rudy. I like
I'm
that.
not saying you
where's
should
the
like it.
rationalization there? No,
I'm telling you, you
why are you
shouldn't like it.
protecting him? Is it because of his size? I don't know.
He wants me
What?
to
Because
sit-
I'm normal
sit-
sized?
Just
No.
I don't get the same treatment.
Now you're being crazy. You
Now-
sound fucking
Insane.
nuts.
Exactly.
You sound
Exactly.
fucking nuts. He
Exactly.
shouldn't like it, and you shouldn't like it, and you didn't like it, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, but I
That's
deal
normal.
with it.
I
He
love
doesn't
it.
Deal with it. He
You have to
cries.
sit there and
Give
be the,
it.
why aren't you here sitting there being the, he seeks me out in the morning. He seeks me out in the morning.
You
looking-
should.
Oh, why aren't you there just being the butt of the joke? Sit there and you be the butt of the joke.
You were.
He comes and he looks for me in the morning. You know when Arsenal was winning games, I didn't even look for this motherfucker once.
That's because he wasn't working here full time.
Yeah.
Arsenal, dude, this, that.
You also come in for fucking at whatever God knows what time, and you leave right after. So how the fuck am I supposed to find you unless I find
Yeah, because
you?
I ain't trying to see you.
You gotta avoid the ops,
Trying to
dude.
see you.
You gotta avoid the ops. That's.
All right, let's talk about Tottenham needing extra time to beat Tamworth.
That was awesome.
I almost had the call of the century.
know.
Because when I saw the score, I was like, oh, 3-0. And then I think you
It's all
typed
extra
in,
time.
like, yo, did you guys take Tamworth double chance? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like,
That's
I would
what
have
I
lost.
No, Maresh did.
You
I
said
was
that.
the idiot because I was just saying like, hey, take a look at Tamworth. Like Tottenham, like they are the team to fuck this up. And when we did the show, I wasn't aware of the rules of the cup and the double chance and like extra time. If it goes extra time, the double chance hits. So I didn't take it. So basically, what I'm saying is I can't take credit for any of this. I'm a fucking idiot.
But one did hit. Reading double chance.
Reading!
Shout out to you, Maresh.
Shout out Mirage.
That was a sweat. Oh my god. Watching those lower league teams play each other makes you appreciate the Premier League
Yes.
and what you get to watch. Reading versus whoever the fuck they played was, I mean, God. I was like, well, I bet put the Forest game back on for a lot of it because I was like, I need to see a pass that has intention to get somewhere, actually get somewhere.
Yeah.
Speaking of Forest, they win 2-0, and it's a Saturday morning. I go to the gym. I'm doing a walk. I get a text from Chief. He's like, hey, what are you doing today? I'm like, oh, he's in a good spirit. Maybe he wants to go get beers, hang out, whatever. He's like, I need you to record something. I'm like, what's up? He said, I want to go jump in Lake Michigan. I'm like, why the fuck would you want to do that? He goes, well, in Nottingham, when Yates scores, they jump in the Trent, so I want to do the same thing. It was 15 degrees outside.
Crazy.
It looked like Antarctica. We're walking through the beach. The waves are frozen, so now they're like frozen, sticking out. He's barefoot, stepping on frozen water, cutting his foot, and jumps in the fucking Trent. And for that, I respect you, Chief. That is dedication. No one else would have done that.
I was
Lad
legit
of the
worried
week.
about you.
Lad of the week.
It was scary.
Because I did you check to
Jumping
make
into
sure that
season
Couldn't
one?
tell how deep it was.
Because I was like, if you get in there and then like you get shocked, it's like you lose your bearings. It's
And
like,
I told
Thank
him,
God.
I said, there's
Rest
no
in
way
peace,
I'm
Chief,
going to
dude.
grab you. Because
Yeah.
I when I was stepping in there to get close enough to record, like my foot was sinking through.
Right.
dude, I'm telling you right now, if you died over a Yates goal, I'm,
Right? Jumping into the motherfucker's in Chicago. He's
Yeah.
not even in Nottingham.
You should have saw how the people at the park were looking at Chief walking through the park barefoot, completely dripping wet.
Yeah. Next time he scores, I'm flying to Mexico.
Yeah,
Like
or Florida.
I can't do that again, or go to Wisconsin Dells and jump off a high dive or something, because that was unpleasant. That was stupid. But we're on a title charge.
You are.
and I'm fully on board. So I'll baptize them by ice water is what we're doing. So it worked, and they just this team 7 in a row.
Can you
They keep
explain to
winning.
me the origin of this?
So Yates, one of our own,
Yeah.
Nottingham, born and raised, and he's played in every level of English football, the entire pyramid, and different loans and stuff like that. So they have this tradition that if he scores, and it's been going back for years now, the city ground sits right on the Trent River. Like you could easily throw it like a football into the river. Like it's right there. So that when he scores, the fans after the game, they go and they jump in the river, and it's like a fun celebratory thing. So I'm like, if they're going in the river, I'm going in the lake.
Nice.
So, Zah.
I got a question. Zah with Pitch Picks Barstool Sports. I got a question. You alluded, Chief. You alluded to the fact that your Nottingham Forest is an entitled charge.
Correct.
Last time I checked, Arsenal and Forest are on the same points in the league. Why can't we say that we're in the title charge and you can't?
We've won 7 games in a row, and you guys look like shit.
All right, fair. No, actually not fair. I'm just
No,
saying,
that's
all right.
very fair
That's not
and
fair.
objective.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
That's not fair, but that's your answer.
But-
Chris would change Arsenal's season overnight, and that's a fact.
No.
Oh yeah,
Not the
100%.
Kind of
And I'm not even entertaining
He's
it.
not the kind of striker that we need.
that's what non-ball knowers say. He finds space. If he would get on the end of all those balls that Havertz gets on the end.
Correct.
on,
If
and
we
he
had him
boots-
against United, we win that game 3-4-1.
Easy. There's a reason why he has the highest conversion.
I
rate
can't
in the
believe I'm
league.
saying this, but it's kind of true.
It's
Yeah.
100% true.
100%.
No.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Zah. I'm going to Nottingham with Chief, and my question is, obviously, my allegiance will always be to Arsenal. Is it haram if I wore a Forest shirt to the Forest game?
Yes, that's not allowed.
That's
You wear neutrals.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
what you do. What you do is up to you. I don't care.
Because, like, in America, it's like, as long as they're not in my division,
Yeah.
it's like you could kind of rep it.
I don't want your Arsenal stink anywhere.
And that I respect.
Yeah.
I don't even want to wear my own team's colors because of how bad I've been
Yeah.
with my teams. All right, so I'll wear, like, black or red.
Yeah.
You have to wear all black.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
Mhm.
All right, cool. I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Rude boy. Hey, buddy.
up?
Little touchdown 2-point conversion win for the kid. Is City back?
I mean, it's hard for me to high step into the end zone when we're playing against the National League side, but it's nice. It's good. Jack Grealish got the Make-A-Wish goal. They gave him.
That was crazy.
Yeah, they gave him the Make-A-Wish goal.
100 million, but
100 mil.
Kai Havertz is all
Oh,
over
I've
the papers.
given Grealish a
Oh, he's
second.
giving a lot
Hold
of.
on, though.
there's a lot of
Kai
shit.
Havertz is front
You-
page news.
What would you pay for a treble? Would you pay 100 million?
They tried with Rice.
It wasn't. But here's the thing. I'm not accrediting that treble to Grealish.
You don't
They
have
would
to
have won that. They would have won that thing with.
Well, I
without-
credit him.
We'll
for
never know. We'll never
We
know.
will never know. But yeah, he played well. I mean, it's hard to judge because it's against a team that we should absolutely put up 8 against. But it's good for the confidence. Like, everyone looked pretty solid for the most part. McAtee getting a hat trick.
I was gonna say, I was looking at the score sheet. I was like, I don't even know who the fuck these guys are.
Might
James
be on his way
McAtee.
out now.
James McAtee's on his way to Forest.
No,
That's-
I'm
that's
seeing
speculative.
Bundesliga.
There's another
that's-
FFP clearing signing right
that's-
there. Boom.
I'm
Right in
fearful
front
of
you.
that because I'm now, like, him getting a hat trick. I'm like, yes, dude, that's 6 mil up the fucking price, baby.
Yeah.
Go back to the fucking piggy bank. But I want him to stay. I think he's an incredible talent, and I'm fearful now of another Cole Palmer situation. So I don't know. I hope he stays. I hope he gets more playing time. I think that he's pretty dynamic.
If he goes to Bundesliga and cooks, you can always say, "Oh, it's Farmers League." If he goes to another Premier League side, then you got a problem.
Yeah,
if he does
exactly.
exactly what Cole. If he went to Forest, and does
Mm-hmm.
what Palmer does at Chelsea, then you kick
Yeah.
yourself. If he goes abroad, you can always be like, "Oh, he couldn't. Well, he didn't do in the Prem."
I think Forrest is going to make a big push for him, and I think they'll take Callum Hudson-Odoi, they'll ship him off somewhere. They only paid $3 million for him, bring him in. They can play in the left, play in the middle. I think he makes a lot of sense for us.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, it makes sense for a ton of teams because he can play. He's one of those, like, kind of city-built players that's
Correct.
like can play anywhere across the front. Like, you can put him in the midfield. You can put him. You can play him as a false 9. Maybe probably can't play him as a striker, but he can play left, right,
Yeah.
anywhere in the middle, front end of the park. So he's attacking in every way, and he's very techy. Half the time he's on the field, I think he's Phil Foden. They have, like, the same kind of, like, build and, like, size, and they kind of have a similar profile. But yeah, so I mean, it was cool. It was great. I'm excited, very excited about Marmoush. It looks like it's pretty much done deal. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but it
Got
looks.
that other guy too.
And we got Kusanov, who's first DEI hire, first Uzbekistani player in the Prem. Shout out to him. He looks like a great talent. I do like it shows that like what I've always liked about City is that when it comes to their business, they move pretty lethally, and like they don't really ever try to get guys that are kind of older. And like we could try to make a splash for like a really serious center back that's pretty well developed, that's a little bit older, but like getting this guy when he's young, I think is always a good thing. And then you have like kind of building for the future. Like they're really good at the timeline of things. We kind of fucked it up this year with the KDBs of the world and the Kyle Walkers of the world.
R.I.P. Kyle Walker.
And it looks like he's like going to Milan, and I wish him the best.
That's got to be such a huge sigh of relief for him. Like,
I
he's
feel
got
bad
both
for him,
baby
honestly.
mamas here.
I feel bad.
Press
for Kyle
hates
Walker.
him. Everyone's grilling him. Now he's like, you know what? I don't need to be around my baby mamas. I'm gonna just go to Italy and go find another.
Yeah, Milan's dope, and so
He'll be fine.
And I he's 20. It's kind of like similar to a Lenny Euro situation. Like
McAtee?
no, Kusanov.
Oh, Kusanov.
He's very young, but he's very talented. Probably a little bit of a raw thing, but we're going to keep getting healthier so we can work him in. And then Marmoush is really the one where it's like this guy is like pretty serious. Like, let's see how.
Where do you play him?
I think you can. I mean, he is pretty fucking serious on the left. The only issue now is Savinho on the left is really comfortable and looking really good. But you can play him. He's played on the right. He's played down the middle. He's played on the left. And Pep likes those kind of profiles where it's like you can kind of slot him in. I think he'll probably be somewhat of a super sub. A lot of it was to give Erling Haaland a little bit of a reprieve because he's had to play so many minutes. And it's just like the mental warfare of that, of just like constantly being on. So like I think he's just like a nice attacking talent that you can throw in there that's like going to give new life to the game, similar to what Savinho has kind of been able to do lately. So I don't know exactly where he's going to play or how they're going to fit him in. It can get a little dicey, like with Phil Foden. It's like, where do you put Phil Foden?
Yeah.
And so I don't know, but you know he's young. He's had an incredible season. The only risk is like, can he replicate this? Because he just exploded this year. He had good seasons before, but he's just fucking
This year is different, and that's
Yeah.
like the George Sirianos, the guy who does everything for Forest. Like he's even like on the ones he doesn't get across, you're like, fuck, like he identified the right kind of guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that. I think it's a good. It's a nice thing to see because, you know, we need guys and they're making moves and they seem like very well thought out moves. They're not doing anything super rash. Marmoush is definitely like, based on how he's done this year, probably a bit of an overpay, but we got the money, so it's all good.
Unlimited.
So yeah, I mean 8-0 is good. We'll see what happens against Brentford.
Dude,
Grealish
this match.
looking
Who are the
better.
team that none of us expected to drop in the FA Cup? Plymouth. They over-rotated. Plymouth scored a goal. That's all it needed to take. All
Yeah, they did lose to them.
Mhm.
Match week 21 preview. This match week is unbelievable. Every single one of these games is going to be very, very competitive. And tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time, we have a banger. Nottingham Forest at home against Liverpool. Nottingham is plus 400. The team that hasn't lost in 7 games that went into Anfield and beat them is plus 400 at home. Did you see what Arnie Slot said about how you guys spend money?
Dude, I am so tired of this whole narrative that Forrest just splashes money around. We have the most points per dollar spent. Ola Aina's on a free. Our center backs were combined like $15 million. They bought 30 players when they first had to come up. You know who has spent more money net their first year? Ipswich. Ipswich spent more money net their first year than Forest did. And where's that narrative about them? Zah.
Are you forgetting the one transfer window when you literally took your entire team and you were like, all right, let's get rid, and brought in a completely new team, not 1 to 11, 1 to 25.
Sing the chant.
30 signings. Who gives a fuck? The Reds are staying up, and it's not our fault, Zah. All of our guys from the promotion, we would have. You think we didn't want to keep Jed Spence? Of course we did. We had a lot of guys like that who we lost out on loan. Keenan Davis, he would have been on the team instead of fucking Emmanuel Dennis and all these guys. They could not keep. They could not keep these guys that they had on loan. James Garner, stud. I love James Garner to this day. Man City. He's with Everton now, but he was a United boy. He was a United guy.
Yeah, that was one of ours.
So they couldn't. They did not. They would have had like 8 players on their 23-man roster. So they had to go out and spend. They had some misses. You're gonna do that when you have to field a Premier League team, and they got banged for it. They had the 4-point deduction. We paid our penalty, but we do not spend the way that these other teams are spending. So it's Arnie Slot. Do 1 second of research. It's not hard, And we're up there because we're playing great. I think by the numbers, Forest would be finishing 12th this year, which would have been if you gave me 12th before the year, I would have taken it.
You would have took 16th.
I think my goal before the year was like a nice, boring 14th. That was like where we're not ever really in the scrap and we're good. Now it's like we have this game tomorrow. It's for the title.
You win that game, and Nottingham Forest is – I already think they're a legit title contender, but there is no disputing it. Like, little Jackson Michael here cannot come in here on Monday if they win that game.
He won't be giving me fist pounds then. He won't
no,
be giving me
then it's up.
Yeah.
No. Well, only if they get a result. They have to get a
Yeah,
result.
if Forrest wins.
No, I'm saying his team.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time seeing Arsenal catching Forest the way that we're going right now. Like we're
Hot.
what? We're playing better than you.
We're same points.
We're playing
Same points.
We're playing better.
Same points.
We're playing better than you. What? I can't even.
That's
think
a
of it.
fact. I don't know.
can't even remember the last time they gave up a goal, Zah. It's
Hey.
clean sheet after clean sheet after
Hey,
clean sheet.
They're my future for my blood or chicken parlay with Blutman. He has Coco Gauff to win the Australian Open for women's. Picked Force to finish in the top 4, plus 300.
Fucking great. And like it. So they have what? 18 games to go. Historically, you need 27 points. If they have 9 wins and 9 losses, they're right on the threshold of being top 4. That's if they have no draws. They're gonna be right there the whole time. Why are you grinning like that? Like you're crazy.
I said it to this Arsenal fan that was in my replies when I posted that I had them top 4 finish. They've played all of the top 6 in the standings teams away so far,
Correct.
except for Newcastle.
We've pretty much done the same.
No,
Why do you make
only
it about
one.
Arsenal?
You haven't gone to Anfield.
The only one that we haven't played is Anfield.
Okay.
You haven't played Forest away.
City ground.
You haven't played Forest with Chris Wood, and you haven't played Forest with Morgan Gibbs White. So you beat our B team,
And you have to go to Newcastle twice now because of the Carabao Cup draw.
and you're getting injured every week. You're
little
getting
grin
more
on
and
his
more
face.
injured every week.
Because it's just the hoops and people just
not
ignore,
hoops.
people ignore facts. People just ignore
I know that
Oh,
facts
you lost
when it
on the
comes to
ignore
weekend.
Arsenal.
facts more than anyone.
People ignore facts when it comes to Arsenal. What did I say? What did I say that is just not true?
I'm saying
How was Forrest looked at?
I'll tell you.
40 points differently as to Arsenal.
We
We're
answered-
literally-
I have an
we're
e-
literally the
I've got
same
it.
ex- That's
I've
what I'm
got-
saying. Those are the hoops that you're jumping. We're literally the exact same.
This is an
points. All that matters.
easier answer than you're going to want to hear. You were much better in August and September than you are now. We're much better now than we were in August and September.
That is correct.
All right, but it's a collection of 9
So
months.
I'd
of
rather
work.
be
It's
us
9 months of
trending
work.
this way than you guys
9
on the
months of
wobble.
work. Wobble in the actual league. It's what? It's one game. It's
Your
Brighton.
wobble Saka's out.
It's
Your
Brighton.
wobble Jesus is out.
Brighton. Okay, now we're diving in and looking at actual injuries, but
God, that matters. Those guys were healthy
results
before.
based, the only wobble has been Brighton. Everything else is now predictive.
We've dropped
you
more
being predictive.
points
You
than
just
probably
lost
anyone.
to Manchester United at home
Again.
with your full strength, or as close as you can be
Again.
at this moment.
Am I crazy? Arsenal is 40 points.
You're fucking
Brother. Brother, I get the table. I look at it.
That's all that matters. Your opinion.
Do you have
doesn't
any idea how many more points Arsenal should
Your
have? That 40 is a
But
disgrace.
That doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. What's
Okay, my opinion doesn't matter. Neither does fucking yours because the team sucks.
I'm saying stuff that's on the table. We're same points as
The
Forest.
club that we have right now is not better than Forest. The guys that we could put on the pitch right now is not better than Forest.
There goes
One-
aggressive dictator Zah with his
One
aggressive
one
comments.
1-1 against Fulham. 0-0 against Everton. You beat Palace. Congratulations. You needed a miracle to beat Ipswich. You drew against Brighton. You
Choked
just
against
lost to
Liverpool.
Manchester
Brentford
United.
3-1. It's cherry picking. It's cherry picking with you guys.
Brentford.
Why?
You do the same thing.
It's cherry picking.
Brentford fucking blows. We blew their doors off too. We didn't concede a goal against them.
Oppressive
You
dictators
beat Crystal
Zah.
Palace. Congratulations. If we had lost, oh my goodness, Arsenal, how could you have lost fucking Crystal Palace? How could you have done this, that?
That's a fair point.
It's crazy. It's absolute insanity.
It's the way that
when it
you
comes to
treat the
Arsenal.
world. The
All
way
right.
that you walk around like you've won a treble. The streets don't forget the
insanity.
nonsense that you
Absolute
people
insanity.
spit. The nonsense.
Let's get back to the game for a second.
It's
Let's get back to the game. We got Forest, Liverpool. I think Nottingham plus 400 is extremely
I
disrespectful.
want to make one more point.
Please.
You guys have not been on top of the table since the first week of the season. That was the last time you were on top of the table. So it's not like you're trending the wrong way since the first week.
Shout out the alphabet.
Yeah.
All right, Chief, plus 400. Disrespectful or no?
I do think it's disrespectful because we are at home. Forest are at home. There's one L in that loss column for Liverpool. It's Forest. So I think who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. I like our chances. I like our chances at home. We're playing great. We're keeping clean sheets. It's almost one of those lines where it's like I have to bet it.
I like the draw at plus 350.
I like the draw too.
That's fine. They're going to have to score a goal to do that.
Yeah, I like the draw. I mean, I'm going to take Forest money line either way.
Yeah.
I've been doing it the last 7. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, plus 400 with Forest is like very enticing. You may as well bet it just because, regardless of how you feel about the game in Liverpool. And then like I like double chance plus 125.
I saw that too. Yeah.
But those are just.
There's too many people liking Forest against Liverpool.
But the thing is,
you're
that
never going to see Liverpool minus 155. This is not MC 130.
But then the line.
This is Liverpool.
Hey, gambling boy. You would know that the line would reflect that. If everybody was on Forest, the way you're saying, the line would have moved.
No, that's not necessarily true.
It's just one of those lines where, like, I think that Liverpool are going to win, and it's just one of those lines where it's like I feel obligated to bet this because it's very advantageous. But I think that Forest are very good, but what we're forgetting is that when you guys beat them, which gives you like a lot of the people, like gives me the confidence, like, oh wow, they're like, look at this plus 400, they already beat Liverpool. That game you beat Liverpool in was a horseshoe up the ass if I've ever seen one. Now, credit to you, it was a great goal, but like that was a shock.
They still shut him out.
Yeah, but it was the plan. It was a clean sheet.
Yeah.
And then they kept them. They played behind the ball. They packed it in. They didn't really threaten. It's not like they were missing sitters. It's not like Kai Havertz was out there.
But it was shocking.
Yeah,
It was.
it was a shocking result.
It was shocking, and it wasn't quite to the same level, but it's like Herb Brooks, like we play them 9 times, we lose 9 times, but we get that one. You know what I'm saying? You had that one. Credit to you. You guys played great. But I think that like people are forgetting that Liverpool are fucking serious, and so
They're a great team.
there's a very good chance that they just outclass you completely.
That is definitely in the realm of possibility.
And they're kind of looking for blood, I feel like, because
Agreed.
they've kind of stumbled a little bit, and people are kind of like, oh, maybe they're stumbling a little bit, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, we're gonna wax your asshole.
Yeah, but I don't.
Which hurts, by the way.
Yeah.
I've never had it done.
Okay,
just
I was
heard.
gonna. That was a
The
follow-up
TikTok girls
question.
out there were talking about Brazilians. I didn't know it includes the asshole, but it
Wow,
does.
good recovery there. I don't know. I've never heard. It's just like I heard from like girls on TikTok, hot bitches I follow. Like it's not. I've never had that. Like
I was talking about the ones here, but okay.
I just heard from like my friends that are chicks.
I don't know. I do think that this team.
It'll be interesting.
I think they've got. I think normally I would agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
But I don't think their level at this stage is where they're just gonna flip a switch and just beat the shit out of Forest. Forest is not a team you beat the shit out of. They're gonna be in every game. So I think that this will be they might win, but it's gonna be a tight game.
So you're gonna go Forest.
I'm betting Forest.
Rudy, what are you going?
I'm going. I'm not gonna like recommend to take this. I'm gonna take the double chance
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say that's the smartest if you lean for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the double chance because I can get it at plus 125. I think there's a chance. That way I kind of hedge. Like there's a small world where Forest shocks them. There's I think a fairly good chance for a draw, but I'm not 100% confident that they're gonna beat Liverpool. So I'm not gonna like say like you guys got to bet this. I'm gonna throw something on the double chance.
Zah.
I think if you do Forest double chance with like Chris Wood anytime, I think that's probably a pretty good bet.
Yeah, because you can juice it a bit.
Yeah.
Because like if they're gonna tie, it's probably gonna be Chris Wood.
Yeah,
or
Chris
they're gonna
Wood-
win, it's gonna be Chris Wood scoring. Probably.
And he is the penalty taker now too. So like
Yeah.
So
Zah, what do you think?
I'm going to be on Forest. I'm going to be Forest's biggest fan tomorrow.
Liverpool might be the lock of the century.
I'm going to be
This whole panel is taking Forest or Forest double chance. Liverpool is the lock of the century at minus 155. I didn't want to say that. I thought Rudy was going to be like Liverpool. I thought Maresh and Zah would say Liverpool.
Well, now that I'm
I
talking,
would never say Scouser.
now that I'm talking to myself, I think Liverpool are gonna win. It's just I don't like betting minus.
Okay. I
You
mean,
mean
fair.
MC 130?
That's why I don't like doing it.
he's scarred.
That's why I don't like doing it. I just don't like doing it.
All right, next game we got Chelsea at home against Bournemouth. Chelsea minus 170, draw plus 360, Bournemouth plus 400. Chief, what do you like?
I'm probably going to take Chelsea minus 1.5. I
Okay.
have to do what the math is. Both of the strikers being out for Bournemouth. They're going to miss Evan Nilsson. They're going to miss these guys. I like Bournemouth. They're a very good team. Chelsea at home, I think they get it done. I don't think it's going to be that close.
Rudy.
Oh, man, I didn't know. Fuck. I didn't know the both are
I didn't know that either. I have to change my play of the week, but I have a
Dude,
backup.
that was...
Both teams to score.
Oh, I had my play of the week was either going to be double chance or Bournemouth plus 400 because they're
buzzing.
They're the king killers, and Chelsea.
Yeah, bet at home.
Chelsea is at home.
Yeah, but like
Chelsea's been not in great form lately either.
They haven't
one
been.
win in their last 5.
And Bournemouth are the king killers. Like they do this.
They do.
But now I didn't realize.
Can you apply that logic that you just had for Liverpool, where they're just like, hey, this is a get right game. They got to lock in. They're at home and just dust them.
Well, now I'm just in a fucking tizzy because I didn't know that both their strikers were out.
Yeah.
And you're correct, that could happen. So I don't fucking know now. I love big plus signs on teams I like, and they had a plus 400 for Bournemouth when they are known for bend don't break and then just slaughter you on the counterattack. But now I'm all fucked up. So I don't know.
Okay.
Zah.
Draw. That's going to be a draw.
I like that. I don't hate that. Considering that the strikers are out, I'll probably lean Chelsea minus 170.
Yeah, I was going to say Chelsea. I think it's a get-right game.
All right, next up, Brentford at home against City. Brentford plus 360, draw plus 350. Man City, MC 155, rude boy.
I don't know. It's going to be very interesting because we've had a little bit of a correction, and then you play against Salford, and then a little bit of time off. Some guys are like Ake still can't quite play a full game, but he, I think, is so crucial. Erling gets a little bit of relief. You just don't know. Like when we beat the games that we've won recently in this correction, we're still leaving like yikes tight butthole chances and kind of snuck by, and it's like holy shit. So I would say the confidence isn't super high. I think the confidence of the team has somewhat been recovered, and I think that the Phil Fodens of the world are feeling a little better. I think the Erling Haalands of the world have a little chance to chill out and be like, all right, like it's just it felt like just one after the other. You couldn't even get your mind right before you had to go back into the fight. And so I think that plays in City's favor. But the fact of the matter is that we just still let up oh my god chances. Like we let up oh my god chances. Like Jamie Vardy against Leicester, like we beat them pretty handily on the scoreline, but if you look at that game, they very easily could have had 2, possibly 3.
Yep.
So that part I don't think has been totally remedied. It's either going to be a 3-0 win or
2-2 draw.
Or I don't even think so. I think it's either
they could lose.
Yeah, like I straight up think that because like it's either we skate by and avoid conceding those 2 goals that we're going to give up. We're going to give you 2 grade A's. If you miss those, we win. But if we give those up, it's GG's. It's curtains.
Wow.
So,
gun to head. What are you taking?
I'm taking City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chief?
I like City. I'm not betting it, but I think this. I think Brentford. I've been saying this for like a month now that they're a paper tiger. I think they're just. I think gun to my head, I would say City runs over them.
Zah?
Man City. Man City's back.
I hate it. I hate it because I love City in this game too. I think it's going to be part of my official parlay. What do you got, Maresh?
Brentford killer bees. We on a swarm.
I like it. Big dick Maresh. I don't have a problem with that.
When we played Brentford early in the year, do you remember that? They were looking like prime Barcelona.
Yeah, I mean they scored too early. I think they learned their lesson.
But they were moving the ball. Like they could see, they were like Dr. Strange.
They really
were
did.
seeing like all possible outcomes at once and then just finding an open guy. It was fucking insane.
Next game we got big game. North London derby. Arsenal at home against Tottenham. Arsenal minus 250. Draw plus 425. Tottenham a whopping plus 550. That is the most disrespectful line I have seen. Arsenal should not be minus 250 against Ipswich. I don't care who they're playing. Minus 250 for the form that we're in.
Your whole back line.
You read the stats yourself off your piece of paper.
We can't score.
Expected goals.
How the hell are we minus
The
250?
expected goals.
Expected goals don't mean shit if you don't put them in.
All right, so apparently apparently DraftKings is wrong then.
They have been. Arsenal's been favored in their last 4 games. United was plus 400.
Yeah, and we did look like a plus 400 team. It's just it didn't go in. It just didn't. It didn't go in. It didn't go in. It's an accurate reflection of the line.
You guys got that's a tough.
Tottenham's back line is all out. All of your attackers are out.
Who's out for Tottenham? Van de Ven.
Van de Ven. I mean, they're playing
but
Archie Gray at center back.
Even with our messed up lineup, we were creating chances. It's just they just need to go in now.
Them not having a back line to me is irrelevant considering we have no one that can score.
But you guys are still set piece FC. Like you'll have more of the ball.
I couldn't tell you the last time we scored a set piece goal.
This would be the time.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah. That's why I think this game smells like a draw to me. This seems like a 2-2 all square kind of draw where
oh my god.
Oh, look who's back.
Oh baby.
Yo, Maresh
I'm
with the surprise attack.
That's all I gotta say.
I don't want to hear this guy. I don't need to hear this guy.
All I gotta say is
recording in progress.
All I gotta say is
I can't hear you.
Hold on, Zah, right here.
I can't hear you. I can't see because of the stupid ass mask. Because of my eyes.
All right, he can hear you
what
now,
have you
Jack.
got to say?
All I gotta say is you better not drop points here.
We're not
better
going
not
to.
lose here.
We're not going to.
Because if you do,
we're not going to.
If you do, and then you have to sack them.
We're not going to.
I'm
not, Jack.
Everything's even. I think everything's even over the past few years. I know you've had the hand up. But if you drop points here, specifically a loss, I can see it now.
We're not losing.
It feels like we're back in 2021.
We're not losing, and he's not getting sacked.
Out.
He's not getting
sacked. It feels
sacked.
like a movement. It is. I have never been more. I feel alive. I'm ready for COVID lockdowns again. That's what it feels like.
Bring back the mask. you already had.
I was already in one. Yeah.
Terrible. That was a terrible part of my life. Lockdown Arsenal was. But we're not going back to that. We're not.
Jack, do you think Tottenham has a shot to win the game, or are you just kind of like you just want to win to sack Arteta?
It's not. We don't have to beat around a dead bush. Tottenham's not in the best spot, but they still have talent. And they play a wide open attack, and sometimes that really, like, if you're having a bad time, like you guys are scoring, a team to play may be Tottenham, but it allows them to be. They don't show up against bad teams. You know, they played Timu FC yesterday, and they had to take them the extra time. Timu FC, but when it comes to the top, the top 6 clubs. They show up, but it hasn't been the case against Arsenal over the past few years, obviously. I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it for sure, but I'll be cheering. It's dark times, though. But it feels like every time that you get this close to getting Ange sacked, they just find a way to win. They did it against Man United. They did
it against Tamworth. Late.
Yeah, Timu FC. But yeah, there's a clear better squad here, and that's Arsenal. But there's still talent on the Tottenham team. I have confidence in our players.
You guys have a full attack, and they don't, and you don't have a full defense, whereas they do.
Yes, no, I got on when Chief was saying it feels like a draw. It does feel like a draw.
But a draw might be a sackable offense for Arteta.
No, you can't fire him after a draw. It would be absolutely the funniest thing of all time if Tottenham
Arteta's not getting.
And they sack. I don't think they'd be able to do it.
He's not getting. Arteta's not getting fired. I'm trying to tell this guy, stop reading the Twitter.
No, Nicholas Joveri, the mural painted, is going to be your new.
You're telling me right now, if Tottenham came into the Emirates and they beat us, that they wouldn't sack him?
No.
Well, the movement would be hotter than ever. That seat would be burning his asshole.
We're the people. How many times people tweet on Twitter? What people need to realize, right? We work at Barstool, so Twitter is our lives. Twitter is not real life.
AFTV Ty yelling at people outside the stadium. I mean,
that's my guy. Take it easy.
Endless.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
No, Ty is top quality.
That's my
content.
guy.
There's nobody like Ty out there. There's nobody like Ty out there. But I'm excited There's not a lot left to play for. I mean,
You
obviously,
see the little
Tottenham's
smile
still
in his face?
No, this
Tottenham's
is
still
this
in a
is
few
Super Bowl.
competitions.
This is their Super Bowl. Because if they win this game, they could at least say we're the ones that like
what?
that stuck the fork
This is
in
not our
Arsenal.
Super Bowl. Are you kidding?
for this
We're in
year.
multiple competitions.
Okay.
Look how serious he got.
Europe.
Yeah, so are we.
Wait,
So
what?
we. So
We're
are
in
we. So are we.
multiple competitions
So are we.
right
So are
now.
we. So are we.
I know.
So are we.
I never said this was your Super Bowl.
Okay. No, I was just checking. I was just making sure that you know that we are also in multiple competitions.
I know. No, we're in multiple competitions.
On to actual more important news, Jack. Any scoops on January the 20th? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The pitch
I
picks,
wish.
the pitch picks.
I was
people
invited
start
to a
going nuts.
few. I was invited to a event the night before the inauguration, and it was honoring the 25 influencers that were most important for re-election. And then I was like, "Oh, thanks for inviting me." And then they go, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, so like, who are the other people getting honored?" And they go, "No, you're not in the 25th." I said, "I'm not."
That's tough. That's tough.
That's because Kamala.
It's hosted by Bryce Hall. It's hosted by Bryce Hall. So if anybody wants to go to that,
Wait, you're in the bullpen?
I'm not top 25. I guess it's like yeah, like they would have put me in like they would maybe they have like a pre-show. It's like in wrestling where they have dark matches.
You're in the undercard?
Yeah, I'm on the prelims. It's like no one's. I'm fighting at 3 p.m. in Vegas. The city isn't awake yet.
That's disrespectful.
It's only because Kamala ducked you.
No, that would have been. I think it would have like it really would. That's one of the biggest what ifs ever.
Bro, I was robbed of possibly one of the highlights of my life. That interview,
All that needed to happen
interview,
was-
bro. Jack Mac sitting with Kamala, bro.
That would
I
have
had
teared
the
a hole in the
perfect, like-
universe.
It was. I wouldn't have been able to lose because if they were like, you can't publish that, then that's the story.
Yeah.
True.
Well, are you guys gonna stream on Sunday morning?
You should.
What's on?
It's on
It's
Wednesday.
It's
It's on
tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. So,
Yeah.
it's Wednesday. It's tomorrow.
Yeah,
No,
well, the day
tomorrow's
after.
Tuesday.
Tomorrow's so that'll be on
Wednesday
Wednesday. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll stream that game. You should be tuned in, or maybe you'll hop in through Zoom if you're not making.
No,
another video
it's
that
tough.
does
I mean, I'll
800
be
million.
tuned in. It'll be tough to be like the Zoom. Like it never
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
happened.
it's
But
not
if
synced
something
up.
happened, you could FaceTime me.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll do that. I'll make sure you're on FaceTime.
Give us a
I'll
summer
be on
prediction.
Nottingham FC is like they're a new top 6 club. They're,
Correct.
They might take your.
No, but I gotta give Maresh. Maresh deserves a lot of credit for a lot of things. Calling the FA Cup Arsenal's tournament's the funniest thing.
Maresh doesn't deserve any.
No, Maresh
Any
deserves
credit.
so much.
He does not deserve any credit. I don't know
Maresh-
why.
I put
I don't know
you
why
in
you're
the
laughing.
mud, yeah, I
You haven't
put
won
you in
shit.
the mud
You haven't won shit.
yesterday.
I don't know why you're laughing. Why is he laughing?
I
You guys
haven't
won.
won
You
shit
haven't won
for
any.
the entirety of my life. Like,
Yeah.
I still smile. It's like it doesn't matter.
You're not allowed to smile, Jack. Mac.
Oppressive dictator Zah at
allowed
it
to
again, telling people what they can.
Yes, yeah,
and
he's a
can't do.
dictator. He's a dictator.
Oppressive dictator. on
Unless
his
you've
little
won,
throne.
unless you've won a title or something like that, you can't smile or talk.
So I'm
2008.
good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Champions
I'm
of Europe.
good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. Champions
good.
of Europe.
Jack, you got a score prediction for us before we let you go?
2-1.
Who?
Tottenham.
Spurs.
Oh, there he is. We
No, and it's
appreciate.
gonna be scenes. Twitter's gonna be like you can't step away.
From a content perspective, it would be fucking insane if Tottenham wins that.
It'd be
game.
real funny if the yak goes long on Wednesday.
Zog turns it on. They're already down 2.
Someone should plant a seed with Big Cat about that 12-hour stream.
No, I want Zaw with me at 2:00. I can't have that.
Dude, if I'm telling you this, like if Tottenham beat Arsenal, England's gonna have their own January 15th.
London, yeah. London.
Or London,
London, yeah.
London, they are going to
January 6th.
They're gonna January. Yeah, I know, but it's on the 15th. They're gonna storm the Emirates. I'm not
So
kidding.
it'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
True.
Expressions is
Troops
gonna
as the
need
mascot.
expressions is gonna need like security guards. Thing.
yeah. He's gonna be wearing a buffalo helmet. And he's gonna be storming. I mean, dude, I can't wait.
Jack Mac, we appreciate your time, brother. Thank you for hopping on.
Good to
All
see you,
right,
Jack.
see you
Mac.
guys.
All right, Zaw,
Recording stopped.
go ahead. Talk to me. Arsenal, Tottenham, go
2-0.
to the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Every time Zahs says Arsenal 2-0, we lose the game. I'm not doing that. I think a draw here is very, very likely, and at plus 425, I'd be a fool not to take it. I'm going to take the draw plus 425 and hope Arsenal wins. Chief.
I'm on the draw.
Okay. Rudy.
I think I may have sort of found something with Tottenham. They will have a god-awful performance, and then they will look like the best team on earth.
Yes.
So by that script, they're going to look great. And also, Big Ange is a big game hunter.
That is
Correct.
true.
So he's looking at this game, and he's like, I'm going to throw the kitchen fucking sink at you. We may lose 6-0, but I'm going for it. So
they beat Liverpool people are forgetting that. They
right.
beat Liverpool.
He's a big game hunter. And given sort of the script of how things have been panning out, it's a tough one. Arsenal are a much better team. But given the script, what happened going off that loss to United and then going into Tottenham, it's tricky. You know, in one way you look at it like they're going to come in pissed off, but I don't think they're coming in pissed off. I think they're coming in wounded mentally. And so for that reason, I really love DC 200, double chance 200 Tottenham.
Wow. I am just thinking in my head what this show will be like, because we'll talk about it on Thursday if Arsenal loses. Jackson Michael might die. Like, Zataita might not be alive if they lose that game. Maresh, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to think with my head and not my heart. I don't think there's a way Arsenal loses this game. They are going to be pissed off after what happened. Their manager's sitting there saying they deserve to win. You know those players feel like they deserve to win. On paper, they should have won. They didn't. They're going to be pissed off, and I think that they're going to have to come in and make a statement win against Tottenham to get all of the people like me off their back.
All right, let's do the official plays of the week. We're running a little bit long, so let's kind of fly through them here. Chief, I'll start with you and work our way down.
I'm going Newcastle minus 1.5 against Wolves. I think Wolves are basically dead. I think Newcastle's awesome. I think they finished top 4. So that's minus 115. That's my play of the week.
Rudy.
I was going to go Bournemouth, but now upon further review, new information has come to light. I'm going to back off that. I really like Aston Villa plus 135 against Everton.
Little road.
That almost makes me feel like there's
Little
something
roadie.
I'm missing.
New manager.
Yeah,
bounce.
Dyche got fired. That's why I stayed away.
But
Moyes,
but the thing is,
United.
why is Aston Villa plus 135?
Because
They're on the road.
is there any injury concerns there? Oh, Morgan Rogers is actually back this week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there was rumors that West Ham and others, but West Ham specifically, put in a $50 million offer for Duran, and they turned it down. But it's like,
I saw today that they said not for sale.
they turned it down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see, because he has been whispered to be a problem. So we'll see how that.
Am I
plays.
crazy in thinking though that Aston Villa plus 135 against
That's
Everton?
good value. It's
It's
really
good value
good
to get
value.
them. They haven't been the best. I feel like
AV
the draw,
135.
I think the draw there is probably better value.
I'm going Aston Villa plus 135.
Okay.
I think that, shout out David Moyes, but like, I don't know, they don't got much.
Yeah.
Jataita.
Forest plus 400.
Ooh, you don't like that at all.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Chief, I want you to know that I always have your back. You're a good friend
You're
to me.
going to City Ground.
I'm going to City Ground. I have nothing but love and respect for them.
We'll see if he's going to City Ground.
I already bought my flight. What do you mean? You can't hit me with that.
All right.
You might be at the pub across the street.
Yeah, they will be at the Nav. Yep.
Am I not going to City
No,
Ground?
you're going. You're
No,
going.
but if it goes south, he might make you watch from the concourse.
All right, well, this is what I'm doing. And I hate to do this. I'm taking Chelsea and Liverpool money line parlay. It'll pay plus money. That's what I got.
Okay.
Mushy ass parlay, so odds are it's not going to hit, but I can't pass that up. Maresh?
I love the draw in Ipswich Brighton. I think
great
Brighton is leaky at the back. I think Ipswich have proven that they can get results
They're
at
kinda hot.
home. But I don't think they're good enough to win against Brighton, but I do think they can pull out a draw.
I like it. All right, Golden Boot, rapid fire. I got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, plus 260.
Okay, you're playing the new manager bounce. I'm going back to that Newcastle game. Anthony Gordon, anytime, plus 160.
Rude boy.
I had a lot of ones I really loved. But I think that United going to Southampton. Southampton are brutal.
Yeah.
And
I think we're at home.
in your home, I don't know. I wanted to go For some reason, Hoyland was plus 105, which I thought was.
You just
really,
don't know who's going to start.
I don't know
after
who's
the-
going to start, but I do know that Bruno's going to start, and I haven't smashed the Bruno button, and he looks good right now. And if it's against Southampton, I'm trying to play the matchups.
I wish we had a Bruno.
And so, yeah, I like that. I think if there's any team he's going to score against and have great looks, it's going to be Southampton. So I'm going Bruno.
Zetaida.
Anthony Elanga.
God damn it.
He is just throwing it down your throat, Chief.
Have you
Marash?
not picked Alanga yet?
I had my whole song
Have I?
written.
Oh, that's
Yes, this makes me.
Rhythm
makes it
is a
so much-
dancer, Anthony
Yep,
Elanga.
yep, it makes
You
it
won't
so
stop
much
him
better.
if
so
you
much
dare.
better than I ruined that moment from you.
Came from Scandinavia.
Oh,
He's for his savior.
boo.
Scoring goes from everywhere. Oh,
That was beautiful.
Anthony Elanga.
You can
I
still
love
pick
it.
I just sang it.
All right. That'll wrap up
Sorry,
this
I'm-
episode of Pitch Pick. Shout out to everyone that tuned in. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the pod with some friends, and we'll see you guys on Thursday for a little recap and another match week preview. Thanks for listening.